week, we're really focusing on being more mindful. That is a huge step in staying healthy, keeping your weight off, is being really intentional and mindful about what you're doing. And it's important whenever you're setting a goal to set intentional steps and be mindful of it. So this week I have a challenge that is a huge game changer to being successful on your program, but also keeping your weight off long term. And this is about being mindful and intentional about the times that you eat. So right now we're practicing eating every 2 to 3 hours, so 2.5 to 3 hours usually. And it's important to stick to that schedule. So on the program, it's pretty simple. You eat your meals, you have your lean and green. It's about 2.5 to 3 hours apart, so that's easier. But just to really make this concrete, so you stick with it. Set an alarm on your phone. I set one on my Fitbit that just kind of buzzes every 2.5 hours to remind me it's time for a fueling. And you can practice this with your kids. If they want a snack and it's not, the time that they would have a snack, it's not 2.5 to 3 hours since they last ate, say, you know what, it's not snack time yet. Have a big glass of water, come back in 20 minutes, we'll have a good snack. Because so often, you're tempted to grab that handful of popcorn or, just even a few Fruit Loops on the counter from your kids, just little things that we're so used to just putting them in our mouth and not thinking about it. So next time you're tempted to have a snack, if you're on program, that might be a pickle or, something like that. But if you're in that optimization phase and you're making those choices, like let's say a handful of popcorn, that's so easy just to grab and not even think about it. But what if you grabbed a little bowl, put that in there and say, you know what, I'm going to have this for my next 3-hour carb and I'll have a healthy protein with it. I'll have a string cheese or something and set it aside and then wait and have that at your fueling time. And so especially if it's not a healthy choice, let's say you wanted a cookie and you said, okay, I'm going to have this for my next 3-hour carb, and you put it aside and that time came, then you're in the moment that you can be mindful and make that choice. Do I really want this? No, I'd rather have an apple and a string cheese. And so a lot of times if you just wait 20 minutes, that craving will go away. And so if you're being intentional and mindful and, when you're at your goal weight, having a cookie occasionally is not going to hurt you to have that for your carb and have a protein with it. But it's all about being mindful and making that intentional, not a reaction to stress or to boredom or just because it's there out of habit. And so that's my challenge, is set an alarm on your phone or on your Fitbit if you have one that just reminds you every 2.5 hours that it's close to time to eat. You could eat right then or wait for your 3-hour mark. So if you don't have an alarm, just make sure you're checking your clock. I know that I eat every day at 8, 11, 1, 4, 6:30, and 9. That's my schedule. And so I really am trying to not snack in between those times to get on the habit. So that's going to be huge. And for keeping your weight off is staying on your schedule of only eating when it's time to eat. So that's my challenge for you. You can practice that with your kids or just set an alarm and just be really mindful about the times that you're eating. But I hope you're doing great. Send me a text or give me a quick call. Just let me know how things are going. I'm thinking about you all the time. So I hope you're doing great. Talk to you later.